So this watch is $149 and it feels very solid. It's got a really nice metal feeling to it. It's fairly heavy, which to me indicates that it's not cheap. It comes with two different bands. It has this rubber band that I've been using, but it also has a metal band if you want to make it more dressy and formal. It's got some sensors on the back so that it can read your things like blood oxygen level and pulse and stuff like that. It's got really solid buttons over on the side, and it feels just really well made, very solidly made. I've been wearing it for 2.5 weeks and have not had any issues with it scratching or anything, even though it's been dropped a few times. I've worn it biking, I've worn it hiking, I've worn it just for daily use, and I feel like it looks pretty good too. I used to wear a watch all the time when I was younger, but then with your phone, you didn't really need it. But with this, you can actually have a lot of things that your phone offers without using your phone. Things like GPS, things like tracking your workout, and also things that allow you to connect to your phone, like being able to see notifications, being able to see text messages, being able to see things that come up on your phone, including the camera. If you want to take a picture, you can use it as a remote trigger. It does all kinds of things that connect with your phone. Now, it's not an iOS device, so it's not going to work as well as, say, an Apple Watch with an iPhone. I think it's built on Android. It's got its own program that you download and install. But let me just show you how sharp this thing looks. First of all, I love the look of the watch face. It looks very, very analog to me, which I kind of think is cool. It's got different watch faces that you can do. And by the way, I've had this thing charged for 2.5 weeks. And currently the battery level is sitting at 53%. And that's at 3/4 brightness in the brightness category. So if you look at the brightness here, you can see I have it set to 3/4. There's dimmed, there's 1/4, there's half, there's 3/4, and there's full brightness. I like it at the 3/4 mark, but that's given me 2.5 weeks, and I've only used less than half of the battery so far. So with that, you have some things like a flashlight feature, which basically just turns on the screen right here and allows you to kind of look around at night if you're trying to find something. It's just a white screen. Apps over here, and this has a whole bunch of different things in it. So far, I haven't really used the phone features because I just use my phone if I need it, but I have used the workout feature a little bit. So I was able to go in and do an outdoor walk with the built-in GPS. It has the ability to do biking, has the ability to do swimming, a whole bunch of different things. And by the way, it is waterproof, so you got that going for you. So I'll turn it on, dip it in. Can you see it?
I can currently, yeah.
Move it around in there a little bit like I was swimming. We had a minute.
We are at 1:05.
Okay, so I'll pull it out. And now I'm going to put it over this paper towel. And I will stop the stopwatch, and I will go to this menu, and I'll hit that. And hey, look at that. Looks like it's good to go. So one thing that I'm excited about with this watch is the ability to track your workouts because it has GPS built into it. So if you don't want to type your phone doing that, you can just go to the menu by swiping that direction. You can go to workout, and then we're just going to do a quick outdoor walk. So we'll select that, and then it's going to look for GPS. Now we're indoors, so it's not going to find it. So we're going to, and you also see your heart rate. So we're going to go outside and let it find GPS, and then we'll hit go. And once it finds GPS, it'll be able to track how far we walk. Once it locks a GPS signal, the little GPS lines turn green, and then you can hit go. It'll give you a 3-second countdown, and then you start walking. I like the simplicity of this watch. I like that it doesn't try to do too many things and that it just has a few things that it does really well. One of which is it has built-in GPS and allows you to take a walk without your phone or with your phone and be able to track how far you've gone, what your heart rate is based on the contact it has with your skin, and it works really well for those things. So we went 0.45 kilometers, and once you reach that, once you've stopped, you can tap this button on the top right. You can pause your workout by pushing this button, and then you can hold down this button over here, and the little circle goes around it, and it'll track that workout for you. So my workout time was 7 minutes and 46 seconds, 0.46 kilometers, calories 47, 579 steps, and cadence, stride length, pace, heart rate. Wow, a lot of really interesting stats, and there's even a little map of what we did. So there's our little walk we just did.
Nice. And if you tap it, it'll show a bigger map, I guess. Nice.
You can connect and see your weather. So currently I'm in Austin, Texas, and it is 64 degrees, and it is overcast, as you can see right here. It does connect to your phone using an app called the Kospet Fit. And so on this app, you can go in and you can select your workouts. So you can see, for instance, I just did an outdoor walk a little while ago, and that's showing the results from that. You can also select your device itself, and you can see where it's getting the weather from and what degree of unit you're using for temperature. So if you want to use Celsius or Fahrenheit, you can do that. It has the ability to find it by pushing this Find Watch button. When you push it, it makes a little beeping or a little music tone that tells you where it is. And once you found it, you can hit yes, and you push the button on here to deactivate the sound. You can take a picture with it. If you open the Kospet app, then you can hold the phone like this and push the shutter button. And now I just took a great picture of Chris taking video of me. Oh, there's of course a calculator, you know, the usual thing. If you want to spell dirty words or something, you can do that with your calculator. 5 times 5 equals 25. That seems accurate to me. So you can set timer for different lengths of time. So that's a 10-minute timer. But I think you can also do a custom timer if you wanted to. Down here, there's a custom button. So you could set that. Nothing new, but handy to have on a watch. Stopwatch, which is, of course, handy for timing things like boring YouTube videos. How long will I actually watch this? Let me see what the stopwatch says. And you've got your notifications, which, of course, will tell you. This is tied to my calendar. I don't have anything on my calendar today, so it's not giving me any notifications, but it did yesterday when I had something on it. It's got breathing exercises, so if you want to practice your Zen-like breathing, you can say, I'm going to do a breathing exercise for 1 minute, and you hit OK, and then you probably hit start. And then it'll tell you to be still. Inhale. In case you forget, exhale comes next. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh.
Oh, blood oxygen.
Blood oxygen, 97%. That's good.
Yeah, for breathing.
Yeah, and look, it says my heart rate is 61 beats per minute.
Okay.
But I will say that the compass is a handy thing for drone pilots. I was recently on a video shoot where I needed to get some drone footage, and I wanted to do it around sunset, so I was able to see which side of the building the drone should be on to get the best lighting at sunset, because I could see which way was west and which way the sun would go down. So the compass feature is a nice little thing to have. And you can see it kind of updates in real time if you can keep it rotating in one spot. Overall, I'm a big fan of this Kospet Tank M3 Ultra. It's been better than I expected. I'm going to take it camping this weekend, and the things I'm looking forward to using are obviously the time, but also the flashlight might come in handy when I'm in the tent and I don't want to turn on my phone. I can just use this to kind of find things I'm looking for. The compass will come in handy, and then the timer, if we're doing some cooking or something outdoors, is going to be really handy. So I gotta say, for the price, it feels like a pretty good value. It's not an Apple Watch. It's not going to work as well with your iPhone as an Apple Watch would. It probably works better with Android. I'm not sure because I don't have an Android device to use it with, but so far it works sufficiently with my iPhone, and it does enough things on its own independent of the phone that I find it interesting and fun to play with. And again, that battery life, 2.5 weeks, and it's still at 50%. That's amazing. Let me know what you think about the Kospet watches. There will be a link in the description below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.